City of Roses, Portland, Oregon, home to the Trailblazers, where we'll be broadcasting today's action live. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan. Here at the table with me, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And over on the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. Taking a look at Baltimore. Greg, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
And Greg, we don't expect the pace to be fast tonight. These teams operate in the half court, don't they?
Exactly. There's so much transition offense in this league. It's interesting to watch teams execute in the half court. And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Out to Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by McConnell. To the inside. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Tatum just has too much bounce right there. Better be careful. You're trying to stop that.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Chauncey Billups. I asked him if there's anything in particular they can do to keep Tatum's production at bay. He mentioned, well, the playmaking ability is what hits you first. His skill is something we're going to have to slow down, and we feel we have a good plan defensively to do so. A plan is a good start. We'll see if they're able to execute. Kevin?
And Allie, thanks so much. Back to Bridges. Grant outside. Just 4 to shoot. Jokic has a 2-pointer. Portland no good that time either. The 3 from Tatum. Sinks the triple. Tatum's got 5 points so far.
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from range.
Here's Ball. Rebounded by Castle.
Slow start, 1 of 4 to begin this game.
Here's Tatum. Has to wear. Portland grabs the miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time. That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Here's Castle. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. The kick out to Tatum. Baltimore moving that ball around. You watch Jason Tatum, Richard. He looks comfortable in everything he does.
And even though it's a hard game, he just makes it look so easy. And I think being an NBA champion, that's given him a little boost in confidence. One of the best players in the game today, Tatum's work ethic and hunger to win more championship is special.
Bridges outside. Trains it from beyond the arc. 5 points in the game.
This demonstrates how confident Bridges has become. Knows he has a green light to fire away.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Doubled by Bridges. Outside Williams. To the left wing. Tatum wide open. He fires one. That's good, and it's McConnell with the assist. Tatum's got a couple of threes now in the first for Baltimore. Jokic inside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Baltimore leading by 3. Here's Castle. Scoreless thus far. Pass to McConnell. Castle on the wing. Bridges with the steal. Ball from long range. And the Trailblazers another 3.
So much confidence from Ball. Been doing that since he was a youngin'.
Now McConnell. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
That puts them in the lead. Ball's got 5.
And we knew LaMelo was talented coming into the league. What we didn't quite know was how much of an impact he would make in terms of controlling the flow of the game.
And Jokic slams it in.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
In the corner, Tatum with it. Pass to McConnell. 6 on the shot clock. And that time, also a missed shot. Right, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Now, here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Just so physical inside. Even with contact, Jokic able to fight through it.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Castle. Wells comes with the double team. Done outside. Outside Tatum. Offline with his 3. And so it's Portland with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense.
The visiting team, 10.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Bridges with the board.
Had enough room to finish, and that's what he'll usually make.
Oh, Jokic with attitude there. Love it.
McBride with the ball. McConnell in the corner. Stolen by Ball. Good! Jokic can indeed take a little contact.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
And the wide-open shot from McConnell. And it's off from three-point range. The drive by Jokic. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And here's Tatum for 3.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable of playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, "Basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home, something that's more important than basketball." Guys?
Some good perspective. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Grant. Baltimore with the rebound. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Bridges outside. He takes it in. Jokic inside. 10 points for him. Baltimore trails by 12. Left side, Tatum. Inside. Throws it down, JT!
The efficiency from Tatum on the offensive end is terrific, not letting any scoring chances pass him by.
Pass to Jokic. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So for the Trailblazers, to the middle, here's Diabate.
Even at this stage of his career, Westbrook is still a skilled playmaker in this league.
They double him with George. Done outside. Baltimore moving that ball around.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Right side, Westbrook. When you look at the recent big threes in the NBA, RJ, it seems like they failed more than they've succeeded.
That's because some teams just acquire stars without considering how their games will complement each other, often forcing guys into a role that they're not suited for.
Pass to Diabate.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Portland may have started out 0 of 1 from the line. This is their only other attempt early.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
And so he makes both from the line. Baltimore trails by 14. Pass to Ware. Here's the three. Again, the miss by Baltimore.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Outside Tatum. Launches a three. Diabate grabs the board.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
In the corner, Tatum with it. Pass to Ware. Back to Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
An active scorer, whenever Tatum forces the issue and goes at the defense, they have to compromise.
He doesn't get the second one.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
George with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. Outside Westbrook. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Away team ball.
And so we conclude the first. It's the Trailblazers. They lead by 13. From Portland, we're back in a moment.
The visiting team, 15.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Now Ball. And he drives in. Pass to Jokic. Offensive rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Castle with it. Now guarded by Wells. Castle misses. Bridges inside the three-point line. Top of the key jumper, no good. Pass to McConnell. Good defense by Jokic. Trailblazers leading by 15. Out left of the wing. 11 feet away. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Rough start to the second half, and then only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall. He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Pass to Jokic. Lets it go with a 3.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
Down low. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Boom, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Bridges attacking. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Capable of being a very potent scorer. Jokic certainly has looked focused so far in this one. Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Doubled by Bridges. Back to Castle. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Castle. He has yet to score. A shot by McConnell, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Pass to Tatum. Stolen by Grant. And stolen by Williams. Here's McConnell. For 3. Again, the miss by Baltimore.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Bridges, no one around him. Hits it from three-point range. Bridges got 10 points. When you see the impact of Jalen Wells and what he's done on the defensive end, Richard, it's still surprising he went in the second round.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of teams kicking themselves right now for passing on him because Wells has shown at a very young age how incredible of a defender he can be.
Back to Ball. Shot clock at 5. Going inside. Top of the key. And it's Jokic missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
The 3 from Tatum.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
The open shot, Jokic. Poked loose. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Call is jump ball.
To the paint. And stolen by McConnell. Bridges with the steal. It's Jokic, top of the key. Kicks it out to Grant. Buries it from three-point range. Grant's got his second bucket tonight. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Trailblazers?
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trailblazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Back to you, Kevin.
Good strategy. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
To the wing on the left. Dunn, wide open, he fires. Back to Tatum. Tatum draws the double. Shoots over Walter. The putback, Williams.
Robert Williams.
And at last, they get one to fall.
It's hard trying to keep Williams off the boards, and he makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Back to Castle. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
First free throw is good. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
To get live for your Blazer Dancer.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
By your Trailblazers Scoop team.
And so it's Portland out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired.
The visiting team, 25.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Bullets. Trailing by 17. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
And Tatum's teammates love the hustle. They appreciate him going hard on the offensive glass and really getting it done.
Diabate's shot is good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
From outside the arc. Pass to Santos. The shot's good on the assist by George. Santos has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's McConnell. Jacks up a three.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Walter can't get it to go. Baltimore trails by 20. And that's an intentional foul. And you hear about the second apron, bringing both financial and basketball-related penalties. Richard, you think that shrinks the window for contending teams?
It's going to force some very, very tough decisions. We've already seen teams making adjustments to put themselves in a better financial position. Those penalties, they're aggressive.
Takes it inside. The three from Tatum. Again, the miss by Baltimore.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Ball with the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Baltimore on offense. Castle with it. Ware, no good.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Pass to Ware. They need this one. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. Deep two from Ball. And Portland again with the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been
flawless.
A nice shot by Tatum.
What's special about him is he is a natural leader and an active scorer. When Tatum is firing off the catch, you know he's feeling it.
And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul.
Personal foul.
Which current player do you think is on that Richard Jefferson path to becoming an NBA analyst?
First of all, to hear you, Kevin Harlan, say that blows my mind. But I think Draymond Green, C.J. McCollum, there's some very, very good players out there that are way more experienced in the media coming out than I was. You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying, and he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel for him.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
It's because he's reading where the shots are going and getting to the right position, just outworking everyone early on the glass.
Pass to Wells. One-on-one fast break. Tatum no good. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. They've got a 13-2 run going. .152 left in the fourth quarter. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Ball feeling it out a bit. Driving in. Fires the three. And it's McConnell with the rebound. Baltimore on offense.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Portland.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Jokic.
And his playmaking is what stood out to me, effortlessly creating for his teammates.
And Ware pulls it down. Here's Tatum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Jeremy Grant picks one up.
A multi-talented swingman, Tatum just continues to get better and better each year.
That one misses.
They need everything they can get right now, but can't leave points on the table.
You know, Greg, being a two-way player got Jeremy Grant into the NBA. But now he's grown even more.
Yeah, early on in his career, he was often the primary defender on elite scorers. Then he added scoring to his game in Detroit, becoming an effective two-way player.
Clock at 6. Pass to Jokic. Over to the left wing. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
The ball goes to the away team.
Now Castle. The 3 from Tatum.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
They're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team.